Have you noticed that your body seems to be changing overnight as you age? Today, I wanted to talk about one of the most common frustrations I hear from my clients in perimenopause and menopause, belly fat. Before we dive in, if we haven't met yet, I'm Lisa, a fitness and nutrition coach with Living Lean with Lisa. For more than 25 years, I've helped women lose weight, build strength, create healthy habits that fit your lifestyle. You've probably seen me recently featured as the fitness and nutrition expert on Pittsburgh Today live. So maybe you've been eating pretty much the same way you always have. Maybe you're exercising consistently, but all of a sudden it feels like your weight is settling right in your middle. If that's happening to you, you're not imagining it. One of the most common things I hear from my clients as we're aging is, Lisa, I've never struggled with belly fat before. What is going on? So today I wanted to talk about the truth about menopause belly fat or menobelly, why it happens, but most importantly, what you can actually do about it. Because contrary to what social media is telling you, there is no magic supplement, there's no magic detox, no hormone balancing tea that's going to make your belly fat disappear overnight. But these things that I'm talking about actually work. Let's talk about why it happens first. So let's start with what's actually happening in your body as we move through perimenopause and menopause. This is where our estrogen levels fluctuate and eventually decline. One of the things that can happen is a shift in where our body stores body fat. Many women who used to carry weight in their hips and thighs are now noticing more weight around the midsection. At the same time, we're naturally losing muscle as we age. And when muscle decreases, metabolism slows down as well. So if you add in poor sleep, busy schedules, years of dieting, it's easy to see why we can get so frustrated with what's happening in our bodies. But here's what I want you to remember. Menopause is not the problem. The problem is that many women are still using strategies that no longer work for this season of life. And the biggest mistake I see women making during this time is trying to eat less and exercise more. I see people skipping meals. I see women avoiding carbohydrates. I still see women eating salads all day, doing hours of cardio instead of spending the time on the weight side. And then they wonder why they're frustrated, hungry, stuck, not seeing any progress. When the goal is to fuel your body at this stage of the game, not eat as little as possible. Because when our body is underfueled, it is much harder to build muscle, recover from workouts, manage cravings, and even stay consistent. So let's talk about what actually works. Here's what I recommend instead of all of the other things I talked about. First thing is protein. Protein should always be the foundation of every meal starting with breakfast. Protein helps preserve muscle. It keeps you full longer. It supports a healthy metabolism. Most clients, especially women I work with, aren't eating nearly enough. So if you're starting your day with coffee and a piece of toast, that's probably not going to cut it. We want to aim for a good source of protein breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even snacks. Aim for 20 to 30 grams with each of those meals. The second thing is strength training. If you followed me for any length of time, you knew I was going to say this because muscle matters, especially during perimenopause and menopause. You don't have to spend hours in the gym. In fact, a lot of my clients' workouts are 20 to 30 minutes a day because our goal isn't to become a bodybuilder, but lifting weights a few times a week can make a huge difference in how your body looks, feels, and functions on a day-to-day basis. The third thing is daily movement or your NEAT. That's your steps. Honestly, this is one of the most overlooked fat loss tools out there because clients tend to focus on their workouts and forget about the other 23 hours in a day. That 1 hour workout is only 3 to 4% of your day. So the goal is to walk more, take the stairs, park farther away, get outside after dinner and walk to help support digestion. All of those things add up. The fourth thing is fiber. Fiber helps with fullness, digestion, blood sugar management, overall health. Women need 20 to 25 grams of fiber every day. So we need more fruits, vegetables, beans, high fiber foods every single day. It's one of the simplest changes we can make to our everyday nutrition. And finally, the fifth one is sleep and stress. I know it's not exciting, but sleep and managing your stress matters because you can't expect your body to perform well if you're not sleeping enough, if we're running on empty. Recovery is part of the plan. It's not something you earn after your weight comes off. Let's talk about the real truth. Here's the real truth about menopause belly fat. There is no special exercise that targets belly fat. There is no supplement that melts body fat. There is no quick fix. The women who get the best results focus on the fundamentals, or the foundations as I call them. We constantly prioritize protein. We strength train. We stay active on a daily basis. We eat more fiber consistently. And we also work on our sleep and our recovery. Finally, we stay patient. Simple doesn't mean easy. It means having a plan. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, know that your metabolism isn't broken. Your body is changing, but that doesn't mean you can't make progress. Focus on the basics. Stay consistent. Finally, give yourself grace through the process. It takes time. Inside my Living Lean with Lisa coaching program, we work on all of these foundations. We move daily. We strength train at least 3 times a week. We focus on fiber. We prioritize our sleep and our rest. And then things become simple, sustainable, and effective. Let me know in the comments which of these 5 areas you feel you need to work on most right now.